Hello and welcome everyone, this is Blackadder at Blackadder's Place, and I welcome you to today's Sunday stream. We're going to be having a bit of a special event on our hands, hosted by Woepie and Voobly, and that is going to be the free-for-all party, or Woepie's free-for-all party to be precise with the name here, and that is a basic 4-stage event for free-for-all, as you could be guessing by the FFA, in there in the title and everything along those lines. So, we're gonna be having 4 weeks, every Sunday. From now on, 20 GMT, we're gonna be having a session on a different map, with 2 of them being special ones that have been created anew by Strahssis, aka Miko, aka Woepie, who is hosting the tournament and putting in the prize pool and whatnot. No, and well, we're gonna be therefore seeing the players battling it out amongst each other for only 1 victor in each of the sessions or each of the games and weeks. And they're gonna be, of course, getting the prize for that. No, and then, well, I guess it could be also at the end crowning the overall champion. So looks like you're gonna be getting ready here. So probably time to also, at the end of the song, get rid of our music too from Age of Empires 1 and get ready for our competition. As again, we're gonna be on 2-minute delay as usual. You can find some more information about the event at !Woepie, W-O-E-P-E-I, W-O-E-P-I-E, that way, is Woepie. Can I find it in the title, just to be having it clear. For the info, for the settings, it's nothing really complicated. It's like a standard fight between the players. And whoever wins, wins. Of course, you are not supposed to be just like doing all kinds of nasty shenanigans and nonsenses. No smurfing or whatever along those lines is gonna be done. As otherwise, you can also find that the maps are gonna be for the first week Highland, and then we do have for the next weeks Turma Wars, Desertification, and Mythology Mini. So 3 specially created maps for not only the event, but for everybody to enjoy some good custom scenarios. No, and really there's nothing exactly too specific, just don't do some kind of classic nonsense, it's like too many wall chips and whatnot. So yeah, just gonna try to play, have some fun, and of course, also try to win. Yep, that is a question, if you're gonna be finally getting started, but it seems like I get everybody right now ready. Hopefully Killing Combo is gonna be getting back from the alt up, and therefore that's not going to be that much of a problem with the connection. Hopefully so, but this is definitely not entirely too on the good side, as he's gonna be apparently playing Random God, otherwise you can see everybody is gonna be picking their own. So let's therefore begin. We are going to be having 6 teams right now starting, usually used to, of course, something like 3 or maybe, oh well, 6 players is not entirely too special. For the Highland, we definitely do know about that and how that works usually, but nonetheless, you're gonna be there for right now delving into the matchup. So let's go through the players, I guess, as we are going to be at this point going to be having a bit of opportunity for Massive 350. He's gonna be playing currently with Gaia, and he's gonna be having whom actually on the sides and whatnot. So on the left side, he's gonna be joined with Star, aka Assem. So that is gonna be, of course, the high rated players. He's gonna be playing with Posse. It's a fairly kind of like good god. And I do wonder how the players are gonna be approaching it, because of course, like going for the water here doesn't necessarily have to be such a kind of like a great advantage, let's say, as Sublime is gonna be right now playing on the right flank of Massive with Gaia. So you're gonna be there for having 2 Gaias right next to each other, which is kinda interesting. Then the next one is gonna be Killing Combo 13. Who is going to be, at this point, having Oranos, so plenty of Atlanteans, half of them, to be of course exactly precise. No, and for the rest of the players, that's gonna be Kid. Okay, Grassengroom, of course, he's gonna be playing with Hades. It's an interesting, kind of like a safer choice, let's say. And then the last one is gonna be Yellow, Ilovemiko, and he's gonna be playing with Ra. So, gonna be right now having everybody besides Norse. It's an interesting choice, that we actually don't have that. Who's going for the Random God? I already forgot, unfortunately, but might have been the Gaia here, one of them. Not sure exactly if it was him or Massive. Tough to really say for me. But, well, whatever the case, you're gonna be there at this point, already having him into the midst for the water. And who else is gonna be going for that, and which ones? You can see that already yellow is gonna be going for practically both. All the way to the top, scouting that is. Yeah, not entirely lucky. Reminds me of one of the games of my own from 20 years back. I was casting about a month ago in the community games. No, and then it's also going to be at this point the dock with the middle, and yeah, well, gonna be having at least a few more, but Jesus Christ, he's gonna be having tough start. Don't entirely envy him, but it's a free-for-all, so maybe he's gonna be lucky, and he's gonna be fine on his little piece of the land. Nobody's gonna be paying any kind of heat to him, and he's gonna be then surprising at the end. Can very easily happen. As you can see, that Grassengroom will be there for having a bit of a funny dock. Maybe could have been going a bit more into the mid, frankly. Yep, we do know that we do have some special kind of like quite a bit uncompromising rules to be keeping the thing going here in case there are some disconnects and whatnot. Not gonna be trying and attempting all kinds of millions of restorations or whatever. You're just gonna have to be making sure your connection actually does somewhat hold. As you can see, green is gonna be at least having double fishies so far. For red, he's gonna be apparently completely ignoring the fish. That is an interesting approach. Again, as I said, thinking this is maybe something for the players to consider. To even ignore that and not even pay any kind of close attention to it in general. As you can see, now it's gonna be 407 advance. Could be fairly nice. And he's gonna be trying to go for lime. So I'd have to say, currently can see Girdle of Hippolyta for one of the relics. Next one, Head of Orpheus. Then we do have in the choke point Dwarven Calipers right next to Ege. It could be somewhat nice for Miko if he manages to take control of that. No, and this Pawn Star is gonna have to be chosen which actually a hero or potential hero to be destroying. But since they are both, well, actually not. This is gonna be the Gaia, so this is actually kind of not like, no, actually it's not useless for him. I was going to say that maybe it would be better to go for the Oranos because he could be having the Valor, but at the same time, he is the one on the other side of the map, so it's very unlikely to attack him across the whole map, so he may actually want to be keeping him alive for tactical reasons. Oh well, let's see what's gonna be right now the next step, or otherwise. So all the way into the midst, finally Miko is gonna be having some better positions on the fishies. Gonna be trying to abuse even, you can see right now Grassengroom quite a bit. Fortunately this dock was a bit too late. And Grassengroom is gonna be abusing him with everything that he has in his disposal or at his disposal. No, and so far the economy for him seems to be working pretty well. Gonna be apparently with 6 players nicely fitting with all the information that we need. There's a hole. No, I'm kinda thinking there is gonna be a hole. It's kinda close though. Maybe not. Tough to say. And Repel Tyranno, yes, it is a free-for-all. So therefore everybody is fighting the other. So yeah, looking for one victor of them all. Otherwise, again, you can find some more information at Woepie, !Woepie. You can find in the title Woepie into the chat if you're gonna be interested. As first Valor, therefore, you can see Ptach is not gonna be really the fastest here. As it seems like it, well, there we go. It's some kind of connection situation with Killing Combo. Yeah, he was the one who was there like already before. So I'm kind of hoping he's gonna be able to get rid of it. And well, maybe they have kind of like a motivation who to gang up on. Just to be getting the rest of the game fine. So I guess maybe you're gonna be curious to see if Sublime or Grassengroom are gonna be taking it upon themselves to do that. But of course, even if you are gonna be defeated, you are still gonna be in the game. So not like he would have to be completely leaving or whatnot. But let's not gonna call any kind of ganging up like that into the game. But well, you never know what's going to happen between the players, as the Centaur will be at this point having quite a bit of a good time with at least that one Veligeros. That one is definitely dead. Oceanus at 653. Wow. It's gonna be actually a fairly powerful economy as he's trying to also wall it off all. Okay, gonna be right now taking advantage of the fact that Killing Combo is gonna be taking a bit longer to get through and ready, but at the same time, he's not gonna be entirely that slow. So I'm kinda really curious if he's gonna be if he's gonna be able to do something against Sublime as okay, this is gonna be like only red, or is this gonna be also somebody else joining up? I mean, like both of the players at the same time. That's a bit of a tough one to say, I guess. I can say now second TC immediately for Assem. Somebody else going for second? Not yet. Okay, so he's gonna be the brave one. That he's gonna survive. I can say now maybe some kind of slight issue with Miko a bit later, but it really depends on how quickly Miko is gonna be trying to go through. And what is he gonna be attempting to do? So far I can see no farms. Gonna be having apparently just the water fight for the time being, as it's gonna be quite nice army. Oh, sorry for maybe not paying attention to it a bit earlier already, but hopefully gonna be still seeing the important part, 9 versus 8 plus the dogs. No, he needs to be certainly doing something about the Minotaur, as that guy is gonna be quite a bit annoying and obnoxious here. But this seems to be practically the only fight. Just a servant for Lime, and I do wonder if he's gonna be trying to therefore fight as well. He could be kinda like smart not to take part, just could kinda like let the others fight it amongst each other. And he would be just kinda like picking the pieces afterwards, thinking that might not be such a bad and terrible idea. Can't say no, it's gonna be green. Kinda liking how green is at this point just kinda like approaching the economy here. Aside of that, nobody is getting some extra DCs. This is practically the only action. The water here, and everybody else not like even booming. And I'm thinking that for Assem, that's gonna be quite a nice advantage. Besides, of course, if Grassengroom is gonna be winning the water somewhat quickly, then he might be having some nice edge from that as well. Quite a bit possibly so. Okay, so something, oh well, not gonna be having any kind of upgrades yet. That's a bit too soon at this point. 1 versus 2 is... oh, well, he's just gonna like having a bit of a problem with the water here. Otherwise there as well, it's not like 2, right? It's only like 1, because the left side can't be even considered a kind of strong attack. Obviously he's gonna be having Ilovemiko some problems with the issue. And so all kinds of like diplomacy like that attempts are certainly something that could be going on and around here. And of course, if you're gonna be wanting to maybe take part of the next parts of this 4-week like tournament, they are gonna be every Sunday at 20 GMT. They're gonna be like the same matches on different maps. Then 3 more still come in, and you can sign up for each of the sessions, and each of the sessions is having its own prize pool and whatnot. So they are basically like their own thing. So feel free, even if you miss this first one, you can still take a good part and fun in the others. So don't be afraid of that. Exclamation mark Woepie into the chat. Or Strahssis is gonna be also able to help possibly with some direct links into maybe like the 6th or 2nd part. And you can therefore take a good fun as well with the others. As you can see, it's gonna be even stonewalling right now coming up. Yeah, it seems like Nazi is right now taking care of his base. Kind of wonder if it's gonna be also heading into something like a Titan. Okay, no problem really there. As on the land there for Grassengroom, seems like he's gonna be trying to get Apollon. Yes, there we go. Otherwise, not anything on the land yet. Just gonna be finishing, at least for the time being, with the wall in himself, and maybe gonna be ignoring that from the water. Just gonna like attacking it from the land would be a bit more reasonable for him, as he also certainly at this point needs to be getting the Purusane, since he has already won the water for himself. To the top, seems like that Lime will be definitely hard pressed to be finishing the TC. So maybe like send in not the cow or the oracle, but rather some new village actually to help, as he's gonna be getting ready with 3 military barracks. He was Oceanus, right? No, he's having Caladria, so yeah, he was Oceanus. So therefore that's gonna be potential for a bitey of the Sharky coming up. So you can say now you're gonna be getting Thea, Aphrodite, therefore 4-star as well. And he's gonna be already coming for Bronze Wall. He's gonna be already coming forward to even steal the TC from Miko, who is right now trying to get second now and practically attempting somewhat of a delayed to TC fast the heroic with Terra. You can say it now missing unfortunately Plow, and for the other upgrades no, unfortunately not even for example Husbandero, but that's both come in, so is just like a second or two, I mean like minute. He's gonna be probably getting all the upgrades therefore ready, and train is gonna be falling, same as right now, Grassengroom, 2nd and 3rd TC, Mythical Age also pretty soon after, whereas we do have the 3rd TC also for Assem, aka Star, who's getting Divine Blood, and will be also getting Mythical Age in just a moment. But looks like I get most of the action, as also 2nd and 3rd TC, practically everybody besides Killing Combo. So right now trying to take the things into his own hands and decide the battle if he can, possibly a bit faster. Can see Ilovemiko is gonna be there for raining. Somebody else taking advantage of the farms. Oh, potentially you can say it now, Massey. Oh, flat control prepared, well done. Not much for green. Just some kind of farms here on the left side. Grassengroom is having plenty of fishy, so he doesn't need that. No, but Miko is gonna be having quite a bit of a problem anyway. As you can say now, Hephaestus at 13, 16, not too bad. That's something we can definitely get behind. No, but with some medium Murmilanos, you can see they don't have too many upgrades besides the bite of the shark. They should be able to defend fairly easy. I mean, like, there's nothing here. He's trying to probably drop some... Oh, was trying to drop some tower. But he still certainly needs some kind of new villages, I guess. Just to be blocking the wall again, or filling the wall again. I guess that could be also somewhat of a decent idea and plan. So the device on the water is also kind of curious how basically Blue stopped playing for the water, basically like leaving Lime to do what he wants. Otherwise Blue has basically lost all the boats, and he's not entirely, all the boats, most of the boats, and he's just kind of cleaning up Assem. Otherwise he's not doing anything all that important, as we certainly need. Right now our Heroic Age has a Sekhmet coming forward. Hephaestus ×2, and we need the Migdol here as soon as possible. But yeah, those Hephas are well done, well prepared, and interestingly, you're gonna be getting so many infantrymen from the posse, but I guess he needs some kind of defense against the Spiros. So Hippaspis are going to be a thing for him. To the bottom, oh, interesting towers here. Curious if he's gonna be trying to get rid of the water, even though it's only 1-3 sum. And doing something else, as you can see right now, the army, of course, inevitably... Wow, destroyed on the spot. Okay, I wasn't expecting he's gonna win there. I was thinking, I mean, like, it was clear he was going to not succeed in his fight, but I wasn't expecting he's gonna be staying on the spot. And therefore just kinda like, no, fight for your lives and fend for yourselves. But nonetheless, the army currently for Lime is gonna be becoming quite a bit scarier. Quite, of course. As you can see right now, has the Mythic, Sekhmetos, Forge of Olympus ×1, second is gonna be coming in a moment as well. But yeah, this is not entirely boding too well for Killing Combo, as he did attack early, but currently more powerful armies are coming his way. It's not gonna be looking like a Heroic Age for him too much. No, and the Sky Passage. When is he exactly thinking he can run? Is he having dock? Doesn't seem to be having transport yet, but he can be just kind of like hiding in the middle. And no, well, I mean, like, you need to be winning actually here to be getting some prize, so getting second doesn't entirely do anything for you, but it would be some kind of achievement, I guess. From that point of view, I guess why not. Could be a bit fun. You can of course hide there, the same as in the manors. It's something that we talk about fairly commonly in normal community games. Once you run out of manors, especially in the later game, you could be possibly even trying to use the Sky Passages as the Oranos. They also would be quite nice for, no, well, simply traveling across the map, right? But whatever the case, you're gonna be at this point therefore having already attempted cleanup here between Grassengroom and Miko. But much more importantly, this is gonna be kind of funny, because this is gonna be most probably resulting into Assem and Grassengroom meeting over the dead body of Miko here. Because we can't expect him really to fight against those two players, so he got unlucky with the spawn, and that they decided to go to the same path. And then, that's gonna be leaving opportunity to the right side to... no, practically Massey. Because Massey is the only one who is not engaged, and you can see he's right now, of course, using the time to drop himself into about like 5 million walls. I'm liking how he's of course preferring the side to the left side for the wall in. As you can see right now, Killing Combo is gonna be practically at this point done so. And no, Lime then, I do wonder. He's gonna be having very good TCs extra, and can be therefore encroaching upon Grassengroom at that point. And if the Grassengroom is gonna be still fighting with Star, which they probably will, that could be a bit of an interesting development. And that's exactly what's fun about free-for-alls. Because you just simply never know what's going to happen. I have unfortunately no idea where the shifting sense went. I haven't entirely seen any kind of drops anywhere. By all, he's being attacked by only one. But it seems like, no, well, obviously you do not see what's going on, so you can be even, practically you can try to obfuscate and confuse the other players with all of that. But this is gonna be right now really curious about what happens after those two are gonna be done. It seems like at least on the water, Grassengroom is gonna be already moving into Sublime's territory to try and deal with him somehow. With, well, extra TCs, that's gonna be real helpful, and I do wonder if he's gonna be at this point taking time to build up properly economy and some kind of trade and potentially, of course, everything else. As you can see right now, Purple is gonna be having still 4 villages hidden right next to the not Medved, but rather Bear. Still having, of course, a few buildings, so not gonna be entirely off. And Stinfalen in the middle, and it's kind of like guarding in case there was some kind of fun stuff attempted by anybody. No attempt so far here through the bottom. Gonna be having some very thick forests. And actually from both sides, therefore. But there is a passage here. Yeah, there is a passage. So it can be actually right now moved over and across. As you're gonna be already at this point having Grassengroom. Now, because this is very much in his interest. Because frankly, him and Assem are probably gonna be somewhat like the favorites of the match. But it doesn't have to be meaning that the favorites win. Really not. Because if they're gonna be expanding their forces against each other, somebody from the right can be just gonna come in their way, and suddenly everything is gonna be different. No, and now that's exactly what can very easily happen. I think they were talking about like that wonders are not allowed, but I think that they are, right? It's not entirely out of the question. Of course, you are the host of the tournament. But there was something in the game room, if I'm not mistaken, that they mentioned, so maybe somebody trying to be funny, as it's gonna be quite a nice utilization for Star to even get himself extra. That's you can see both going for the Titans at the same time, practically. Well, the TC is gonna fall quite soon after, as you can see right now, gonna be having there for a champion infantry, almost all iron, champion infi, with all iron for Grassengroom. Burning Pitch. Secrets of the Titans also for Red. For Massive. He's gonna be probably trying to roll across Slime. I really do wonder. Because if they would be all... If he would be coming to the left side and attacking against Star, then I would be then favoriting probably Lime, because he's currently at 6 TCs. And he's gonna be right now trying to probably already attack on grass. And I'm thinking this is a very tactically important part when to exactly start attacking the player. Problem is he doesn't have a vision, so he has no idea what's going on here. This is only ours kind of like prerogative. He doesn't see that, and that's why also we are on stream delay. So that potentially we're gonna be trying to call it in, but that's what I always like to do, just giving the players more protection when they are playing some serious games. And of course some extra protection to be feeling a bit more protected and overall better. As you can see, he's gonna be already having the village going probably for all the gold here. But all the way through, right? You're gonna be already breaking through. And with Miko, no, maybe he could be actually wanting to hide somewhere for a bit, because there might be a moment for him to maybe strike back into the TC. You can see right now, so we're attempting to do so just now. Level position from Grassengroom. He's gonna be having to right now help himself. And again, just like, could have been tactically better for him to wait, but he just doesn't know, right? So he has to be going here as soon as possible. 220 pop limit, Star at 200 popo. Doesn't entirely bode too well currently for Grassengroom. He seems to be a bit over his head at this point. Some gates are not entirely too terrible for Teal. As you can see, therefore, that's gonna be... No, the other Titan gate wasn't entirely cast, right? For it, or maybe he didn't finish it yet. Oh, he did. He did finish it. I'm fairly certain he did. Red. So he's gonna be apparently waiting for some kind of better moment. As for the God Powers, we have an Implosion from him. Otherwise, startering it for Sublime. No, it's nothing really too important or interesting that's probably even gonna get researched. As it seems like that even Miko can't be really relying on the fact that he might be able to get another TC. Yeah, that is gonna try. That is true. That if you're gonna be in free-for-all having actually... okay, that's not gonna do anything. Just kill a few villagers. If you're gonna be having the Wonder, everybody's gonna be ganking up on you, of course. That's a lot of militias effectively kind of based in Poplar Pit currently. That you could be maybe using in the fight somewhere else. But currently that's gonna be Grassengroom, therefore dealing with TL fairly decently. Getting a few more upgrades as the Championos and even some something iron. I think weapons, right? And even mail. But Titan Gate also coming forward, whereas through bottom we don't have any kind of building yet. Oh, you can kinda imagine what he's doing here, but it needs to be fixing the wall, of course. It is kinda funny though. People doing and going for all kinds of fun stuff. As you can see, oh wow, red is gonna be coming in, Interesting. No, at this point they're gonna be having to somehow, like, really, diplomacy is gonna be coming into play way more currently. Because there are the moments like for Grassengroom, might have somewhat survived his death. I mean, like, but so far yellow is very much alive. And right now actually the militias from the implosion are gonna be really helpful. So that's gonna be a bit of an unintended consequence for Massive. But at least he's slowing down the Titan. Until maybe even makes his own. Oh, not entirely that far. But actually the Titan Wars are gonna be very curious here. And I wonder how Grassengroom is gonna be even trying to use it. Because he can theoretically try to go for teal. Or he can try to clean up Assem and get himself TCs. I really don't know what's gonna be better. Currently with Massive actually attacking him, it might be more advantageous for him to limit Lime. And get rid of some of his TCs, at least a bit. Just kind of looking around the base slightly. Maybe on the economy as well. Wow, only plow, really. No, but he's having Seldom for, of course. Yeah, he's having some nice water economy. As unfortunately, of course, Titan Gate still working out. I'll be having some heavy destroyers for Massive with double copper and bronzo. It's not gonna be entirely too good, I guess. And too powerful, of course. Not otherwise all the way into the midst. No, Massive, of course, right now making himself some little realm in the middle. No, and therefore, no, I don't know. Because you can see on the left side, it's gonna be actually Miko. And they might be well advised, or rather Grassengroom would be well advised to let him actually get back into the game possibly. To delay a star. I really think he needs to be going to the right exactly as he is. So gonna be at this point, of course, having a bit of a problem with. Alright, but now what? I'm died and I'm not here and resigned, I'm just talking. Is he already really just like completely? Nice having still a citizen, he's just gonna throw in. And as long as you're gonna be having the dog, he's still gonna be in the game and not resigned. Just needs to be having something that is producing. And where the hell is the villager? Probably here in the middle, yeah. Oh, being funny. Being funny, gonna be having some kind of revenge story maybe. Getting ready for somewhere later. Yeah, we're having a bit of a problem currently, it seems like Gaia with the Titan. Sublime, you can see, doesn't have entirely that much of an extreme high amount of extra resources for the heroes. Star is right now going... Star is gonna be going for... This is no, this is interesting. Choice. You can see right now he's just gonna be completely camping. He's not wanting to go for any kind of the fights. Huh. And he's having decent amount of TCs currently. I'm kinda thinking that maybe he's throwing the towel in maybe a bit too soon. And he could be just kinda like investing all the resources into actual forward warfare. But again, he's right now seeming to be completely ignoring that. Full upgrades there. All the way to the bottom, that's gonna be only Pegasus. Underworld Passage, though, unfortunately, is already off limits. As he had to use it before. But Titan versus Titan is gonna be probably right now the change here. And X-Kenge. And therefore they have to be thinking very carefully at this point, Massive and Grassengroom with Lime. What they're gonna be doing with that damn Wonder through bottom. Yeah, he really has to. 'Cause he has to be at least attacking him so that they have a chance to kill the Wonder. But at the same time, no, he kinda has to, and has to be hoping that Lime is not gonna destroy him or whatnot, but currently looks like it's gonna be Grassengroom with Lime, basically locking heads and horns at this point. Science, what was he saying there? Science and beast killers, but no one, no, he maybe can survive 3 Titans, 3 cannot do that. That's so silly, dude. He's not gonna be needing actually to enter his fortress. I'm really kind of surprised that maybe the Gaia didn't go for one himself, as mentioned Strahssis in the chat. Seems like he was kind of getting ready for that. And must he challenge the server all over the server? No one answer him. No, but nonetheless, against right now gonna be having Archie with almost all Iron. Ready there, Stonewall for green. Yeah, some further defenses are gonna be needed. With 5 Transcend arrows for him, and he's gonna be getting apparently a 6th one somewhat soon. As yellow therefore he's gonna be still very much working with not entirely any kind of villages hidden there, but he can very much do that quite a bit soon. That's number 6, 18 vills. And a bit of extra population limit on top of it. No, and apparently Wonder also coming forward from Star, for Grassengroom, as he's realizing this could be a bit of a fun stuff going on. With an amphitheater. Okay, Titans are gonna be right now almost up on each other. This is getting quite some interesting kind of like nooks and crannies into it all. Who's gonna be possibly the victor in the end? At this point it's really hard to predict. You have the 10-minute Wonder from Star, but probably people will have to be at this point just like trying to attack him. But the issue is that I'm not sure if early Grassengroom can be stopping attacking Teal. And at the same time, if Teal can also afford to stop attacking Grassengroom or kind of fighting with him to go and deal with this. So I'm having a feeling it might be really up to Massey to somehow keep the game going. But they have to be choosing. Yeah, I'm thinking that Lime and Grass need to be stopping so that they can get rid of the Wonder and then resume. But it's very big risk. Who's gonna be taking like the bigger piece of the pie from the attack here? We have some got powers, we don't. Oh, we can spy it easier. Yeah, so he was having kind of like a nice visit here, but that's kind of all that Miko is gonna be unfortunately able to do. Oh wow, those defenses. No, growing and growing. Okay. Is he still in? Or I mean, like he's talking, so he is still in. As it looks like that Lime is gonna be at this point having one less. They are right about now. They need to be thinking about how long it's gonna be taking them to even get through Wonder. So taking it down is with good army, half a minute, maybe minute if you're gonna be having a bit weaker one. They can get there through water, of course. And again, right now that's gonna be already Massey removing one of the TCs at least. But yeah, I'm really thinking they need to be right now stopping the fight here. And I think Grassengroom is hoping that maybe if he takes 2 TCs from his opponent, he can be kind of stopping him. Titan gone. And now 20 more population limit. But he still hasn't gotten anything extra here. He's basically just like only stopped Lime from basically killing him. Oh, I mean like he's doing Wonder, but obviously quite a bit slowly. He can't be affording to lose so much economy for that yet. As Dread Titan is gonna be still very much up. No, very much up. There we go. There we go. And yes, at this point the timer is running. 7.5 minutes, it's gonna be gone before you even blink. So they already need to be stopping and starting making plans. He doesn't have lucky any kind of good powers that he had to be using already ceasefire. So he doesn't have the minute at the end, which would have been quite a bit problematic. We still do have, interestingly right now for Sublime, the Tartarian Gate. Should have been kind of nice to be used maybe earlier when he was building either Titan or that. And yeah, against right now Massey. This is gonna be probably the easiest path to get there. As a direct path here. But nonetheless, doesn't mean that it's gonna be easy. And probably would be an interesting idea to try and get himself the TC. He's kind of like sneak. Okay, I'm thinking at this point, Tease and all the Teal Peace and convince me. Seems like it's time to send over the nudes of your sister and I don't know, girlfriend or whatever. Because at this point, otherwise we are talking about maybe the end of the game not in their favor. And it can also depend if Lime is gonna be happy to be spoil sport or if he wants to be winning it himself. I will not invade your land. All versus green. Yeah, at this point they just need to be teaming up against him. And of course Star needs to be just producing as many defenses as possible. 6.5 minutes right now left. Towers coming down. You can get 20 towers, 10 fortresses, right? Plenty walls. How much population? It's not that entirely that many resources though. Could be interesting trade, kill grass and I destroy wonder. That would be interesting, kind of like diplomacy pick, kind of like offer. Maybe how to continue the game. Obviously, yeah, free-for-alls tend to be like the game of deceit. Depends how, of course, truthful the players want to be. Teal needs to send fully upgraded destroyer heroes in transport ship. Maybe that would be some kind of idea. By the way, does he have even upgrades? Yes, Sultan 4 is there. Economically, he's gonna be on full swing. Massy, where do we have some Villigero? I'm kind of hoping we can be seeing still everything as well. And yes, we are. So you do have some. We can see Champion Fanaticos missing plenty of upgrades there. Still. But no. They can't be doing any kind of drops. Potentially that could be up to Miko, who theoretically could. He's of course there. Oh, he can't. He can't be doing rock drops because he went through Sekhmet. Okay, so scratch that. And he's not in the Mythic, so it's not even having a TC, of course. So can be getting himself a bit more power, maybe with the Catapultos. As you can see, Grassengroom therefore is gonna be taking the advantage here. No, and now what is gonna be Teal doing? No, apparently he is right now dealing with purple. So sorry for not right now noticing how his army fell. Maybe that's something to look at from the recorded games. But what is he right now doing, Teal, therefore? I don't see the army anywhere. So I'm looking for it. Can be a good time for him to also kind of like consolidate. Is that a transport? Is there gonna be a transport? Okay, so he's gonna be trying to go over. Full upgrades with Bite of the Sharkinos in there. As it seems like currently Star is gonna be there for losing all the population with practically, but we are at 4.5 minutes. Yeah, they need to be really hurrying up at this point. Otherwise the game is gonna be over at about 36 minutes of the game time as the clock is running out. Oh, there's the army. Okay, so we didn't lose it. Okay, we don't need to look anywhere into the past or whatever. It's kind of like hard to properly coordinate because they don't know where they are. And of course, they will be kind of like just fighting each other, of course. No, so he's gonna be doing like just only a bit of damage. If he's gonna be even doing anything at all, he's gonna die before he even reaches that. No upgrades. So, it was a brave effort, but somewhat ill-advised. And where do we have right now the Red Army? Okay, so Sublime is going for the Titan. Oh, he's sneaky. He's kind of like tanking on the fact that they're gonna be dealing with the Wanderer and then they're gonna be going further. Oh. Oh, please don't this be like the end. At this point I think it needs to be worthwhile for a save. Oh, of course, Assem not trying to save. That's whom? That's therefore Ilovemiko gone, or... Okay, if it's Ilovemiko, then can just can't drop him. And they should even buy the rules, nothing can drop him. Yeah, okay, so that's Miko. So no problem, so he dropped. So therefore, it's gonna be our first exitee. So therefore killing combo didn't die first. Look at that. No, but 3.5 minutes and he's right now dealing with TCs. They're not making it. I don't think they're making it. I think this is a done deal. And this is therefore Assem going to be going for the win. So let's see if you're gonna be true or not, or right or not. 3 minutes, it's incredibly short amount of time at this point. Incredibly short amount of time. Yes, this is very cool indeed. I agree with that, but nonetheless, they will be actually needing something a bit more cooler and getting through all the defenses to be quite a bit nice. Inside now some nice short walls, trying to get rid of around the chip rule, but I think yes, it's alright what he's doing here. He's also trying to kind of like close the gaps, so I don't think we can really call him in or anything else, but nonetheless you can say now it's also gonna be a problem with so many constant mercenaries or other militias coming forward. They just like have absolutely no choice to go in and get there in time. They just kind of like can't do that. Can say it now, champion destroyers doesn't even have full shields currently. He's trying to right now deal with the buildings first, but he just like are unable to get anywhere nearby. 2 minutes and 16 seconds. From the left side, that's an interesting idea, but unfortunately the path is very much complicated. If he had some Petrovolaiche, he will be in range, or catapults would be also in range quite a bit. Alright, that wouldn't be a problem. But they just need to be pushing everything in. No, and if Lime helped, which he didn't, they might have been actually getting it through. Right now I'm not very optimistic about that all that much. But well, let's not kinda like put our hopes on the nail just yet. Let's see if maybe they're not gonna be having enough of a chance to get there. As you can see, unfortunately, Peles is quite a bit far away. And he also should be sending in the destroyers. Oh, I mean, like, the difference in the speed is practically nothing. 3.6, 3.48. They just can't be really getting there. And again, this is unfortunately Lime thinking that he's gonna be smarter than everybody else. That he's going to be then kind of like licking the cream of the cake at the end. But he won't be. Yeah, it's about 1 minute and 17. Yeah, not even close. We haven't done a single bit of damage to the Wonder. Yep, this is going to be right now a done deal. And there he is with all the Fanatics. But Fanatics and this army, nah, that's not something that can be helping out. That is not powerful enough, especially if he's going to be taking all the army together and therefore slowing himself down with all the siphons. They didn't time it correctly. And at this point it's gonna be fight if they're gonna be even getting towards the Wonder here, or the Wonder here, but it seems like that Assem, frankly, he played really well at the start. Took the quite good advantage with all the extra TCs and whatnot, but nonetheless. So he probably could have been even getting some good game even without the Wonder, but the tactical play here with the Wonder wasn't entirely too much of a terrible and bad idea. 30 seconds are left in the game, and we are going to be just seeing desperate effort if maybe even again a single unit is gonna be doing some damage, but we are not seeing anything else here at all. As you can say, now they are trying their best, but with all the last pieces of resources, he's actually having a lot in there. Poseidon, he is going to be getting himself the win. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and end there. So that is going to be the GG at 36 minutes and 10. They didn't manage to make it through. And therefore, Star, aka Assem, is gonna be the victor of the first round of the Woepie's free-for-all party. And congratulations on, of course, the prize pool that he's gonna be getting, and much more importantly, being the premier champion of this 4-week event. And of course, everybody is gonna be having a chance to fight in the next 3 weeks, next Sundays. Feel free to sign up as well, !Woepie into the chat, or Strahssis is gonna be also putting up the links again. You can sign up for the next weeks. If you missed the first one, doesn't matter. You can still play further as well. And yeah, we are going to be having some good funds for, well, the foreseeable future. So it was a quite nice, entertaining free-for-all here. But yeah, I'm really thinking that Lime should have been participating with them, and they might have maybe broken through if they had like 3 lines of attacks. And it's just like really underestimated the timing. Both Grassengroom and Lime, they should have been agreeing on the ceasefire a lot earlier. We cannot call them for that they should have. And, well, they didn't. And therefore, it's gonna be right now a well-deserved victory for Star. But again, as I said, even though it's a Wonder victory, at the very start he was doing very well. He would have been probably beating Grassengroom and was looking very strong. And was kind of heading for a battle between Star and Lime, to be honest. At least that's how it looked to me at the start, but, well, decided to be trying his tactical options in a different way, and that's why and how he is gonna be getting his current victorioso. So, congratulations. Let's therefore have a look, I guess, into the post-game. And, what was this, by the way, relic? Eye of Horus for extra towns and the population slots would have been such a nice little addition for a few more hit destroyers, maybe. But, yeah, well, didn't entirely get there. But okay, let's therefore see the stats. That's gonna be, of course, Sublime with Massy, Grassengroom, and even Killing Combo. Killing Combo still surviving until the end. Having the Doc. Quite a hefty trade currently for Lime. And therefore have a look into the post game. Yeah, I was kind of mentioning that they were talking in the game room that wonders were not allowed, but nonetheless, per the rules, they must also kind of didn't remember reading that, so it was. So I guess, yep, free-for-alls are games of diplomacy, and diplomacy, there's very often also a bit of deceit in there, so you better be careful about all of it. But again, I'm really thinking that Assem was in quite a good spot to get himself the victory anyway, even through normal positions. Tough to of course say, but he wasn't in a bad spot at all. And therefore, yeah, gonna be heading into the next part with the info here. There is gonna be economy for Sublime, obviously quite a bit huge with massive trade, but it's not going to be anything all that much and more. No, and further down the line, 95 civilians for an Atlantean. Wow, it's quite a bit something. Okay, it's Grassengroom, quite nice unit skills. It must start, of course. 402 units lost here, but nonetheless it was all worthwhile for the victory in the end. 14 units killed, 110 army for killing combo. It wasn't the last one, right? But, bless. Yes, free-for-alls are quite a bit different kind of games. They certainly are. I can say now killing combo, literally just classical age. Hunting dogs probably, and you need medium murmills, I think, in Evo7. Something along those lines. 91 destroyers, plenty of Hypaspistos, even 3 Scaras, for example, for Miko. And well, in the statistics here, gonna be seeing some interesting numbers. I'm already getting invited into some kind of like interesting show match between kind of random, between like a pro and a noob, let's say. Oh, they're calling it themselves that way, so maybe gonna be having some further content. We'll have to wait and see. No, and let's therefore get through the rest of it here. Miko, and up until 20 minutes he was still somewhat alive here, but then of course started quite quickly disappearing for him, any kind of hope of possible comeback. But again, you just like always have to be hoping here. You never know what's going to happen necessarily, and how long the game is going to be in the end. Looking for your opportunities and stuff. Yeah, that was the attack on the Wonder. No, and therefore GG. Again, congratulations to Organization of Natural Uppers, aka Onu Star, aka Assem, on the victory in the first week of Woepie's free-for-all party, hosted by Woepie, aka Miko, aka Strahssis, and by Voobly. And therefore, look forward to 3 more weeks of this every Sunday at 20 GMT. There's gonna be a different map. You can get more information at !Woepie and links in the chat. No, and you can also therefore sign up. Doesn't matter if you missed the first one, you can then continue playing in the other ones for a bit of prize pool and some premiums and things like that to enjoy. So looking forward to seeing the others and maybe some new faces next week, and GG. Okay, so that's gonna be this part therefore, and thank you therefore Woepie for the hosting and everything along those lines. Yeah, can't say it now, just can be getting some full chat here after the game. They're talking about the Wonder.